Have you ever wondered why some people walk into a room and instantly light it up, winning everyone's affection and becoming the center of attention, while others, no matter how talented they are, make others feel uneasy, or are simply not people others want to work with? That question isn't just about talent or background. It lies mainly in how we behave, communicate, and build rapport. How to Win Friends and Influence People is considered a timeless classic that offers simple yet essential principles to help us connect, build good relationships, and positively influence others in any environment. Before we dive in, consider this. How can we make others empathize, listen, and be willing to cooperate with us? If we master this, life becomes less stressful, conflicts reduce, and we may even go further in our careers. This book offers answers through classic stories and principles that millions have applied over nearly a century to win hearts. Its author, an American writer and communication coach from a Missouri farm, once struggled with public speaking, but through effort and keen observation of human psychology, he became a pioneer in soft skills and persuasion training. When How to Win Friends and Influence People was first published in 1936, it made waves. At that time, success was mostly seen as technical skill. Few paid attention to interpersonal dynamics. Carnegie revealed that success often hinges on making others feel respected, heard, and willing to collaborate. That's why this book has remained influential for decades, translated into countless languages, shaping communication not just in America but globally. To me, this book is a philosophy of conduct. It reminds us that everyone wants to feel important and protect their ego. When we understand this, we avoid hurting others and instead bring out their best. Now let's explore 3 to 5 core ideas from the book's various principles and stories. 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. This is perhaps the main thread running through the entire book. Why? Carnegie offers the example of infamous gangster Al Capone. Despite his crimes, Capone genuinely believed he was a good guy, just helping people have fun. In short, everyone, even someone like Capone, wants to justify their actions. So, when you criticize others, they instinctively defend themselves or push back, making it harder for you to influence or change them. Carnegie emphasizes that no one likes being attacked or humiliated. Even if someone is truly at fault, harsh criticism only makes them more stubborn. Instead, offer sincere praise or use gentle, tactful words if feedback is needed. For instance, Charles Schwab, America's steel magnate, rarely criticized his employees. He believed motivation and praise, not scolding, increased productivity, and the results spoke for themselves. Similarly, psychologist John Gottman's research shows that couples who criticize each other often face quick breakdowns, while those who praise each other tend to enjoy happier marriages. The key: guide people toward better behavior. Praise them where you can, and avoid making them defensive. 2. Show genuine interest in others. Carnegie compares this to a dog's excitement when its owner returns home, pure joy, no pretense. Humans also crave that kind of warm welcome. So, rather than trying to be interesting, be genuinely interested in others. Instead of talking endlessly about yourself, let others open up. Ask for their name, interests, and truly listen. Carnegie shared how President Theodore Roosevelt would research a topic his guest liked before meeting them so they'd feel genuinely cared for. You may not need such thorough prep, but the principle remains. Care sincerely. Even remembering someone's name and using it shows you value them. He shares a story about a man chatting with a dog-loving client about their pets. The client was so touched, he not only signed a deal but gifted a purebred pup. 3. The best way to win an argument is to avoid it. Carnegie recounts how Abraham Lincoln, when facing inner conflict, sometimes just needed someone to listen, not to argue, so he could sort things out himself. Winning an argument by overpowering someone rarely benefits you. Even if you're right and win with facts, the other person may quietly resent you for making them look wrong. Socrates never directly told others they were wrong. Instead, he asked thoughtful questions that led them to his conclusion voluntarily. Another example: Dentist Martin Fitzhugh once praised a janitor for being diligent and then gently suggested taking more time if needed. The janitor felt appreciated and improved her work without resentment. Carnegie believed people love their ego. Use kindness and respect to guide them, not blame or sarcasm. That's the art of winning without making others feel like losers. 4. Make others feel important and appreciated. Colonel Edward House, advisor to President Woodrow Wilson, often subtly suggested ideas so that Wilson felt he had come up with them himself. Some call that manipulative, but it's rooted in psychology. People want to feel smart and valued. Rather than saying my way is best, say, I really respect your view. What if we added this? Let others feel their ideas matter. This keeps both collaboration and relationships smooth. Carnegie tells another story where a dog breeder was so pleased by compliments about his dogs that he gifted one to the inspector. People feel warmth when their efforts or possessions are appreciated. So, when meeting someone, find something genuine to compliment, not flattery, but honest appreciation. Franklin D. Roosevelt often made guests feel heard and valuable. This increased their fondness and respect for him. 5. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk. Carnegie once described how a guest came to the White House and barely spoke yet helped Lincoln gain great insight just by listening. We often make the mistake of talking too much about ourselves. But everyone loves talking about themselves. Churchill once said he preferred listening because it helped him understand others and made them like him more. So don't dominate conversations. Ask questions. Guide gently. Let others open up. Carnegie joked that sometimes he just nodded and asked occasional questions, and people praised him as a great conversationalist. Dominating a conversation comes off as arrogant. Listening well makes people like you. It shows respect. Of course, how to win friends and influence people has been criticized. Some say it's manipulative or fake. But Carnegie makes a clear distinction. Sincere praise is different from flattery. True praise is based on genuine appreciation. Flattery is exaggerated or fake. Flattery can backfire, while sincere recognition inspires others to grow. Charles Schwab didn't give empty praise. He said things like, "You handled that issue with leadership," which encouraged people to live up to it. Summary of the main points. Don't criticize harshly, find something to praise, then gently guide improvements. To make a good impression, don't talk about yourself. Ask about the other person's interests. Avoid arguments. Even if you win, you might lose goodwill. Make others feel important, remember their name, respect their opinion, and sometimes let them think the idea is theirs. When others make mistakes, take some responsibility, or show empathy, then suggest a solution. For example, maybe I'm wrong, let's explore this together, instead of you're wrong. In public or work, don't humiliate others. Instead say, you did great in this part, what do you think about adjusting this next bit? Carnegie emphasizes that sincere praise isn't flattery. You must truly admire something to compliment it. Listening isn't passive. It's giving space for the other to open up. Sharing your opinion gently, by acknowledging theirs, builds trust. Leaders from Warren Buffett to Lee Iacocca have praised this book's practical wisdom. Carnegie noted even gangsters like Al Capone saw themselves as good people. Understanding this psychology is key. People naturally justify themselves. In today's internet culture of constant arguing and canceling, this approach is more relevant than ever. If more people chose to understand and appreciate instead of attack, maybe conflict would lessen. In the end, how to win friends and influence people reminds us of a timeless truth. Success and happiness largely depend on how we treat others. By making people feel important, listening, and giving sincere praise, not criticism, we build stronger relationships at home, work, or in business. Even small actions like smiling, remembering someone's name, or complimenting their passions can gradually win hearts. So, tomorrow, can you try one small change in how you communicate? Instead of correcting a colleague, say, I really appreciate your idea, can you share more? Or greet someone by name and compliment something they're proud of. If you do it consistently, you'll start to feel the warmth around you grow.